All right, we'll do the daily leaderboards again. I'm going to do 16 first before it dies, so because it tends to die pretty soon. So there's almost 60 entries, so it should be doable instead of slow as hell. So three bet this time. 34. That's probably around what we want to three bet it roughly, give or take. So this I know should take about an hour anyway. This doing these dailies should take about an hour typically. So we'll see how this goes. My experiment kind of failed. Like, I don't think you can force anything. I think you have to let nature take its course and ride the wave of ups and downs. There's no way you can adjust your play to reduce the variance, really. Not in a lot. I mean, there is, but yeah, there's nothing you can do. There's no way to adjust for like coolers and things like that. Things I want to avoid, I can't really avoid them. So we're giving up on that. $10-7. This was a limped pot. Check this turn. The reason I opened this 8-jack down here was because this guy doesn't really 3-bet, but not much we can do on this runoff. We have to fold. 2x font overbet. Just pretend the 4 straight didn't happen. That's what we're going to try and do. Yep, 4 tables. Their experiment kind of failed. There's nothing I can do on 2 tables to reduce the just the running into it and the coolers and stuff like that. So I'm gonna check raise here. Snap fold. It's a shame. The bad runoffs, well, they won't be reduced. They might come at you a little, you know, a little less aggressively on 2 tables, but they're still going to happen. It's going to be the same thing. So, yeah. I mean, I know there's not a lot I can do differently than what I'm doing. Be a lot of small things, perhaps, but there's nothing major that I can change. So we just got to roll with it. Versus min raise, we'll just 3-bet this, especially on a 15 over here. I'm just doing the daily leaderboards right now. I won't be officially playing again until the weekly challenge resets in about 6 hours and 47 minutes. So, and then it's going to be it's going to be tough. It's going to be hard. It's mostly built up in your own mind as to why it's hard, but it's still going to be. So that's the story on that, I guess. There's no way to force yourself to win. Like, I'm looking for a. I feel like there's something I'm missing. I want to force it, but you can't. You just can't. You watch any of these streamers who are doing well, you watch the little fella. He's not doing that much crazy stuff. He's just kind of playing the hands he's dealt and playing them not necessarily in a theoretical way, I would say, in a lot of cases for him. So ace 10, what do we do here against I mean, I think we run into exactly ace jack a lot here. Like, I'm not super excited about even blocking river here, to be honest. Given his stats. 16, 13, 5 over 800 hands. But maybe I'm giving him too much credit. I don't know. Let's see what he had. He had pocket fours. I don't know if he call it, but maybe I should block river. I don't know. But he'll have I wouldn't expect a 16, 13 to have the offsuit ace-x, just the suited ones, I would expect. Queen 8 over here, we can, what can we do with this? We can bet or check. We'll check this time. Probably get the King of Hearts river or something like that. 10 of Hearts, maybe. Maybe just a 10 in general, or a king in general, maybe not the heart, but we get the jack. All right, jack is the jack good or bad? That's the question. I'd say probably not good. I don't think that river, when the jack pairs, I just don't think it gets bluffed that much. I could be wrong, but I just don't think it does. I've called in spots like that a million times before, and they just always got it, so. Ace king over here, we face a lead, we'll call. It's a brick turn. Kind of when you don't want the brick, though. We want the 4 straight this time. Up here we made kind of a squeeze. Down here we don't improve, so we have to fold, I think. Back up here, squeeze. Pre-flop. Go small on turn, I guess. We'll jam river with the almost nuts. We get a fold, unfortunately. Running not great in that sense, too. Like, I bluff spots like that sometimes, and I've been getting fucking snap called by all sorts of stuff. And then when you have it, you just don't get called. That's a form of variance in itself, just timing it wrong. Been doing a bit of that. 2 pair down here, though. And also been doing a lot of just ace king, just bricking, you know, just the bricks. Hitting the bricks. I think here we can overbet, right? King 3 basically has ace 6 and ace 3, which we block one of them, so we'll go for it. We unblock the ace, which you should have a lot of for peeling that flop. 3-bet down here. We do get the brick flop. Do we want to bet or check? I think just bet. Most of the time. And we get raised. Alright. Been a lot of that too. Flush draw. Do we want to check raise this board with this hand? Or check call? I think we can do either. We'll go for the check raise this time. Why not? I think we have to fold now, right? I got all the 10-8s. I got pocket 7s, pocket 9s, jack 9, 7, 9. We got everything there. A lot of this, a lot of this. 3-bet ace king, get that flop. Another 4 straight. I think that's probably 7 so far. Like you haven't shown all the tables every time, but that's probably 7, 8, or 9 even. 9 of them, I think. And how long? How long has it been? 11 minutes? It's probably actually more than that. It's probably closer to 10, but up here we'll do this. Just in the hands that I've been involved in. It's not counting other ones. That's just the ones that I'm seeing all the cards on. It's Bad River. I mean, I was planning on going 3 streets, but I think, yeah, I'm just going to fold. That's why I'm trying to put winning on the back burner. Like, not even think about winning. Just think about playing, because you ain't going to win like this. It's literally impossible. Or it should be. Anyway, still winning small somehow. But what are we going to get down here? Probably the 4. Again, 3, 4. 3, 4. 4 clubs. Oh, we get raised. Alright, we're not going to fold this time. Not yet. Until we get the... It might pair the board, though. Usually does when you have these draws. Or you might river the nuts. Oh, that's a nice river, isn't it? Raises turn and then checks. Check 2 pair on river there. Okay. Well, we finally got there, and it amounted to a river check back. It's funny. Funny stuff. What the hell is this? I'm gonna fold. I guess the replayer is not set, but it doesn't matter. Oh, that's funny. 7 of spades is a nice river, though. We'll take that river. I think you might be able to infer something from his raise size. It was kind of small, maybe 5, 6. He had 5, 6. It was ace 6, deuce 5, 7, 5, 6, checks river. I think you got to be bet folding that, but they don't do that. We know this. We know this. Oh, we're at 15:53, so we'll might get on, maybe get on for something on the leaderboard here. 1500 is a pretty good score. I didn't even notice that. We might make top 20 with that. I don't know. We're in number 6th place right now. And that guy who wins them all the time, another guy who's winning a lot of them is in first place. There's a couple of guys these days who are winning a bunch of these. Mitranos. He's done well on the leaderboards the last while. But we should get, I think, top 20. What was top 20? Ooh, maybe not actually. Yeah, maybe not. 1553. It's gonna be close. Actually, no. Yeah, we should get on the 16 and L1 easily with that, actually. 20th place had 1485 yesterday, so we might even get on for $15 instead of 10. Maybe. Check out this board. Here we go. A little bit small. We make a pair here a lot, though. That's the problem with this spot is you end up hitting a queen pretty often. We get raised. Seven. Good turn. Down here we get another 4 straight board, which is unfortunate. We beat nothing down there. He had top set anyway, just to set in the 3-bet pot, just straight away. And over here we're chopping with the nuts. All right. Very nice, very nice. These people are gods. We're playing against gods. People are gods. They are gods, I'm telling you. Like, they know exactly when to bet, when to check. It's insane. Insanity. But I'm so terrified that this king's hand, I actually lost the minimum. I 3-bet kings and got a jack 8-3 rainbow flop, half-potted flop, and checked it down. Half-pot flop and check it down. Yeah, let's fold there as well. Oh, we'll get on the leaderboard, I guess. It was worth losing the $20 or whatever we've lost. Already kind of suffering in the mind a little bit already. Just because of, you know, just because of just because of this stuff, mostly. I'm just gonna fold any bet instead. Alright, well, you never want to see starting stacks on all tables, but I mean, it's 15-minute supply. It's not a... doesn't really matter. So next, we'll do 5NL next. See what takes place here. This dude completes his... if that dude completes his $10,000 challenge in a month on GG, I'm gonna switch to GG. Because rake or no rake, that's pretty good going to do the 250 to 10k in 90 to 80 days, I think it was. And then do another one in a month. Something's going on as to where you can make money there. See how CG does with his as well. I'll be curious to see how he makes out with his. Jack Queen, I'm just gonna bet this time. Haven't been raised yet. We played 2 hands. Give up now. Pretty much anything, probably 9, 10, or higher we would barrel, but oh, we got a set over here. Let's check bet the Jack Queen, shall we? Down here. It works. Alright, this dude is raising. We're gonna 3-bet flop this time. Four straight over here. Over here, we also get a 4 straight, but he's drawing dead this time. Back-to-back 4 straights there. Been playing for 2 minutes. We've seen literally, what? Is that 3 flops and 2 of them were 4 straights this time? So far, just getting started. Plus the other ones, that's probably 15 or 16 so far. We've only seen probably 30 flops, if that many, 30 boards. I've never tracked it. Maybe I should just to say, but I don't know. We flopped a set and stacked somebody, so we shouldn't complain. We'll 3-bet 8s up here. This is 5NL after all, as well, so. Not a very good turn with the ace 9, jack 9 rather. And I'm not going to try and make him fold ace high. It's not going to work. Ah, pocket 4s. Okay, no bluff. No bluff with pocket 4s. Up here. Oh, let's call. See if we can get another 4 straight board here. I'm going to say we probably can. Or we'll make a full house with like a queen on turn. Oh no, ace on turn. No 4 straight this time. He's checking the ace. He's checking flop, checking turn. What is this? I don't know what this is, but what do you have? He had ace queen, the top 2 pair versus set. Luckily it's 5-0. Top 2 versus set and 3-bet pot. Win the minimum. They play perfectly. It's amazing. Except for that guy with the ace queen, he didn't play perfectly. But a lot of times they play perfectly. Gonna check raise here. Board pair. Just bet again. 10 river. We'll just bet again, I think. I don't know about this 3-bet. We'll make it though. Four deuce 7. I think we can go half or even bigger on this board. Check the king queen now, I think. Probably barrel turn sometimes, but I don't see why you would. That often with king queen, but trips down here multi-way. People do have no problem getting ace king all in pre-flop. No action on the trips. Which makes it even more crazy to me that down here we got this. Up here we check. Down here we got 2 pair. Up here we got to fold, I guess. Lap 3, we're at 1,200 points. Not looking good. There is a couple guys though that have won that Matranos and another guy I play with quite a bit. They've been winning pretty handily. I'd say in the last week that Matranos has won 3 or 4 and had top 2, top 3 finishes multiple times. So probably 8 or 9 times in a week he's either won or come top 3. I'm gonna check ace 9 up here. It's not a great turn. Not a great turn. We will bet though. And if we get check raised, we can fold. 3-bet and get this board. We'll check this time. And up here we'll take the showdown against ace queen of hearts. It didn't bet for some reason. Not sure why. How much value are they losing? Like, I'm probably not going to call, but they don't know that. Plenty of players in the pool with my hand are never going to fold. They're going to call turn, call river 100% of the time. 0% folds. Fold pocket eights to the jam. Maybe 3-betting too much. I don't know. I don't think so. Not too much. Maybe certain positions too much. Maybe too much on the button. Maybe too much from these positions. But they're not doing this like as 4-bet bluffs. Like they're not putting their stack in with absolutely nothing. So probably just running into it a bit. Ace turn. We'll bet again. Well, we upgraded to 1368. I guess that's an improvement. Ace-6 of clubs down here. Might be a spot where we want to barrel. I don't know. River might be a call as well. Maybe. Maybe. I'll be surprised if this is just a king. But he could have something like 3-4 of hearts, 3-5 of hearts, even just 3-5 in general. 7-4 of hearts also is in there. King 5 of hearts. Let's check. Check again. Check again. Three checks. You lose. Set up here. Two pair over here. Gonna call again. Try to avoid the Queen of Spades river. 6 of hearts is good. Here we got this. Down here we're just gonna put it in. And he has ace 3. That is unfortunate. Top 2 versus trips against a guy with, yeah, he could have anything. Could have anything. Bad turn. Bad turn. Bad turn. Bad turn. Have to give up. Another kind of weird turn down here. Honestly. It's a 3-bet pot. Fold's good. We don't lose when we get folds. That's the good part about getting folds, I guess. Oh, turn is... That turn shocks nobody. Absolutely nobody. I guess we check. That river shocks some people. I'm gonna flip down there twice actually, wasting it on 5-0. And raise over here. I think we can raise this sometimes. Bet again. Bet again. Give up. And pocket sevens. Did not want to fold. Ace 8 gets bailed out. Very nice. Check here. Check call here. Turn flush. Up here. Face the barrel. Call again. It's good river. Gonna have to fold. Made a couple hands, but just can't get them to showdown. I guess I got the set to showdown, and we won the flip. I guess. That was a couple. Leaderboard done. Where are we? We're in 500th place, so that one's out. The 5-0 has not gone well at all. 5-0, I think, for let's look at it. Might have to give up on the 5-0 actually, but it is just 15 minutes, but it's not gone well at all. Over, I think, how many attempts will this be? We'll look at it and see. It has been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 tries. This will be 17. We've cashed for $6.20 and 17 tries. 1, 2, 3. We've got on 3 times, 4 times out of 17, 5 times out of 17. But they've all been miniature. Biggest cash was $1.50. 10-0 has also not gone well. I mean, it's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And in the last 11 tries, we've cashed for $2. 11 tries. Man. Don't know how those guys win 2 or 3 a week and then finish like top 5 on every single one. Just get lucky, I suppose. Variance, the way variance is. But it seems a lot harder to do that than it does to min cash. Like this guy, how did he do yesterday? Let's see how he's doing at 100. Does he play 100? I don't think he plays the 100. I think he goes up to 50 only. There he is there. Top 5 at 50. He's going to win the 16. He's top 5 at 50. Again today. 25. I don't see him on the 25 one. So you can get quite lucky on these and do quite well. I don't see him anywhere unless he's not played it yet. So that, and then the 10-0. There he is, second place at 10-0. This is just today. So he's got a first, a fifth, and a second. This guy also wins a bunch of them. This guy I've seen at the top of many so far. So you can, it is possible to get quite fortunate. In a short amount of time. What am I looking at here? 25 there. 25. I don't see him anywhere on this one though. But yeah, you can have a few days where you do really well. These guys have. Not like that one guy. You can't do that. You can't do what he was doing, winning every day, but All right, now we got 10 in. Oh, be nice to have one of those heaters. Mike has played more than I have for sure. I think he's probably run. He's probably not run that well on the leaderboards, I don't think. Not compared to some of these guys. So, anyway, we'll do 10-0 now. Not gonna do the 50 anymore. Not until later. If we win, if we if we could, big if. Starting off with a few good hands though for this one. 3-bet. Oh, 3-bet ace king at this board. That's a relatively common thing these days. I'm gonna fold the jacks on the bottom right and check fold the ace king. Nothing you can do there. I mean, we could bet sometimes. I'm gonna want to have a club though, I think. I can bet. I just got a lot of other hands I could bet that are weaker than ace king, so we'll check. Try to get a free card. If we can't get a free card, we'll fold, especially to that size. So, yep, that's the play. King 6. I'm just going to bet. Even with no diamonds, I'm just going to bet bottom left. And give up on future action. People just set mine 100% of pairs, so you could have deuces through nines. That's a lot of combos, and all of them probably have to fold. 10's over here with no diamond. Let's check. This is a spot where you would think he doesn't have a ton of Jack X. You would think. Turn diamonds. Should we start betting now? No diamond? Yeah, let's do it. We'll bet small. Ace 10 suited, we'll check fold on the bottom left. Until that card comes. And we'll bet. Do we go bet? That's the question. I mean, we're going to have some other stuff like 9-10 that we may not bet flop with. King 10, stuff like that, so... And not going to bluff this river, obviously. Not with ace 10 at least. 5-6 offsuit. Very nice. Ace 10 of spades. We get this turn. Check. King Jack offsuit. I think we can 3-bet sometimes over here. Getting shoved on down here. King Jack, we flop top 2. Over here, we do river the straight. We'll bet. Or river the flush, rather. Get a terrible turn up here. Just real bad. I have no idea what to do. I'm going to check, because that's what I would do with... If I had ace king in this spot, I wouldn't be overly excited. If I had aces, I wouldn't be overly excited. I have king jack, and I'm not that thrilled about it. Yeah. Just got every ace queen. That's the problem. Every ace queen. Oh. Was ace queen not shoved though? I don't think I can fold. I mean, he has 8-9 of diamonds as well. That's another kind of problematic hand. Technically, you could argue that... Yeah, I'm gonna call. Pocket eights, that's bluffing. Okay. So that guy had a bluff. It's never easy, though. Can't be... we won't complain, though. We won't complain. Well, we will, but not about that hand. Did we lose that ace 10-1? There's no way. He just called with the full house on river. No, he folded. I was gonna say. that would be bizarre even for these guys. So we started off hot in that first one, but we only ended up with 1279 in points. This one's looking slightly worse. We're here with jacks. We'll call this time. Get that flop. I'm just gonna barrel this. Is this a good hand to barrel though? I feel like it's not. Heaven 3 is not that good, I don't think. Check call jacks. I hate this spot. Call again. That river should slow things down a bit though. Typically. Face the shove. I mean, yeah. I'll fold, even though I'm supposed to call, I think, with the Jack of Hearts. I just don't think they find the bluffs. Four bet every hand. 3-bet, 4-bet every pot. We'll have pot here. Snap fold. I don't know how other people play these middle pocket pairs from those spots. I don't know how. Well, I mean, I don't really. It doesn't seem like I get dealt aces, go 3 streets, and get called by jacks very much. It doesn't come. And maybe I'm just not getting dealt the overpair versus the jacks very often, but it doesn't seem to come up that often. So I don't know what they're doing with it. Maybe I'm just not been dealt it as much as it's being dealt against me. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it will happen. But I think on that board, people aren't going to fold jacks like I did there. Maybe they are, though. Maybe they're... I doubt it, though, right? But I'd say for a micro standard, the games look pretty terrible. Just on the surface. People are bad, but there's still a lot of pre-flop aggression. It could be just because they got it all the time, but I don't see how that... But actually it's not, because you look at the stats, and the stats aren't that aggressive, so... Anyway, Jack 9 down here, we 3-bet. C-bet flop. Get a fold this time. King Jack suited, I think you could 4-bet or call, at least theoretically. Call this time. Not gonna bluff here. Just not gonna do it. We're here. Call plop. Call turn. And that's why you can't call river. There's a good example. He rivered a 9, he had jack 9 of clubs. Jack 9 of clubs. Wonder if he bluffs the river if he doesn't hit a 9. Probably not. So we're not killing it on the 10-0 leaderboard today. Not really killing any leaderboards any day, except that one day we won the 16-0 one. That's killing it. We'll take that. You don't got to win one very often to make it worth doing. You win one every. You could win one a month even would be. That would make it worth it. Any one of them too. It doesn't matter which one. Could be any. Or just cash a bunch in a few of them in the run of a month. A few top spots would also make it, top 5 in a few of them would make it worth it. Check, check. Fold. Well, lap 4 was not a success. Put the 4 straight down here. Had to fold. Up here we got this. This one is not going to be a 4 straight. But I would anticipate we get. One of the straights has to come in. Has to. It's a lot of cards, though. 9 queen. It's a lot of cards. Ace. Yeah. I think we just bet river like this. Down here we got this. Checked flop or small blind. River is the 4 straight. Tis the 4 straight. Not the one we wanted though. We'd preferred having the other one, but. So you're just gonna lead pocket 9s on the turn? Or 10-9? Or things like that. Yeah. Jack 10, same hand. So he probably is. If he's leading that hand, he probably is. Probably. Small bet pocket 4s. Get called. Check. check. Queen 8 offsuit, check calls flop. Here we 4-bet ace king. We haven't run into any big pairs yet. All in pre-flop. It's been, geez, it's been a long time too. Been almost an hour. Oh, there we go. We were due. We were due. Hard hand to have when you have ace king. It's just a hard hand to have. And you can't fold ace king because they go with every ace king. And even queens there. But you run into aces a lot. That'll eventually even out though, probably. Maybe. Like you'll get aces in as much as they get aces in. I don't know. I don't think we have so far. Just in my history on stars. I don't think it's even, but could be. We have once in a while a day where it happens, but very rare. And there's not much you can do other than not get ace king in, I guess. That would be something you could do, but you have to 4-bet it. People do 3-bet light enough. You just have to be willing to go through a long time of running into it, I guess. That's what you have to do. And yeah, we brick that one. 25 now left. The only one left. Right, one left. 25 an L. Oh, we flop top pair right off the bat here against this guy. Go for check call flop. Double pairs board. I mean, how much 9x is he actually betting here, I wonder? Hmm. Okay. What did he have? He had pocket sevens. Pocket sevens. So this will be, what are we at for hours? This will take us to, yeah, so this will. A 4-bet down here this time. We ISO'd over here. Got this flop. We get jammed on down here. Nothing you can do in any of these spots. Hard to see an edge. It really is difficult to see it. I think we call here with ace queen, even against the big size with the queen of club or ace of clubs, blocking pretty decent blockers to everything. Blocking ace king, blocking king queen, so on and so forth. I think we call again as well. Just has aces. All right. All right. A lot of good turns down here. That's not one of them. That's not one of them. Jack high. Do we want to bet? Do we get ace high to fold? That's the question. I don't know. I feel like we should bet this sometimes, but top pair, 10-8 offsuit. Ace 3 over here on this board. I guess we'll bet this time. And we might get on the 15 or 25 and L1 with 1400 and something. Check down here. No bet. Here we bet flop. Turn is not ideal, but we'll bet again. We can do here, up here, we'll get it in for 20 blinds against tens. Lose that flip. Down here we get the 10 pairing. That's not a good turn. Check. Fold. Over here we have top pair, 3-bet pot. Did we ever check it? I can see it. I can see checking this. I was gonna say the only bad card I guess is an ace or a king, but it's a pretty bad one. And down here we checked and got the king of clubs turn. Not ideal. Not ideal. Double check the jack queen up here. Could have double checked the jacks on the bottom right also. We don't have to bet. We will this time. Over here we call. Down here with jacks, we're going to check. Fours with a club. All right. Could have 3-bet here as well, but we didn't this time. Check call, check raise, probably check call. Turn a pair. A river. Or turn rather. Call again. 4 straight. Probably the worst river. One of the worst rivers in the deck, probably. It's a queen. That's not a club, at least. Queen of clubs would have been alright. Didn't matter, we were up against top pair anyway. Ace king, we flop top pair over here in a limp call overcall scenario, which is weird. So, and we face a donk lead. Call. Terrible turn. Maybe the worst turn in the deck again. I don't know. Terrible river. Probably the worst in the deck. Because now we lose to stuff like Queen 10, all the flushes. Not Jack 8 though. Man, these fucking runoffs are unbelievable. It was just always the worst possible outcome. Even though you win the hand, you get 0 fucking value. 0. Could have just raised flop, but I mean, do you just raise flop to avoid the run out? Is that what you do? I don't know. Maybe. It's not like there's that many bad run outs, but they're all fucking like the nut low, always. Except this one. This one was pretty good. What did he have? Pocket tens that didn't 3-bet in the small blind. Okay. Royal draw. Usually, I would say this is where you get an ace turn. If I had to pick a turn, I would pick an ace. But we're not picking cards, so 3 of diamonds. That's unusual. How big should we bet here? I don't know. We'll go with this size. Snap fold. If only our bluffs could work as well as our value hands, we'd be in business. We would be in business. We'd get a lot of folds, that's for sure. We did make the nuts in a 3-bet pot, though. But it's got to be worth something. It can't be, you know, like, you got to make sets against overpairs. Like, you got to get paid off or it doesn't count. Right? Is that the rule? I think that's the rule. Maybe I should have went small there on turn, but down here we have a pair. We'll just bet. Over here we have a pair. We'll just bet. Probably not a bad... I was going to say, probably not a bad bluffing hand in the sense that once you don't get check raised, though, I don't think it's that great. Give up. I mean, he's called flop with a player behind. So, King 7, just flop 2 pair. Nice. It's about 10 times today we've seen someone have the effective nuts and get 0 value with it, not even attempt to get value with it. Pretty funny. Call here. Fold here. Oh, this is probably not an open, but we already clicked it. So flop absolutely nothing down here. I'm going to check fold. That turn, though, changes things a bit. Or not. No set over here. Bit deeper. Have to fold. There's nothing you can do. Three bet by a super nit down here. We'll pass. Cold 4-bet by 50's Ghost. We'll pass. Aces will 3-bet and get a fold probably. Down here. If we get 4-bet, I'm probably gonna... Oh, well, I was gonna trap, but not gonna trap to this size. We'll just get it in. And we get aces against ace king. All right. And we lose. Okay. Very nice. Very nice. How they keep doing this, I honestly will never have the answer to this. We'll never have the answer, but it's rough. That's all I can say. It's rough. At least it was ace king suited this time and not ace king offsuit like last time. Flop top pair and a 3-bet pot with ace king. Yep. Bet turn. Get called that time. What did he have? He had ace queen that checks flop. All right. It's impressive. Yeah. See, 3 solid streets with ace king. Yeah. It is a miracle. It just never happens. Very, very rare. Very rare. Very rare indeed. Just a shame we lost this one all in pre-flop. That would have might have made the session break even. We hold there somehow, but what can you do? I mean, the guy, I just can't. I just can't. Yeah, like check out his 4-bet size in here. Like this is what you're playing against. Check out his size in here. 4-bet size. Look at that. Just makes it 35 blinds. Yeah, lovely. Yeah. Get it in and just make the flush. It's easiest game in the world when you can do these things on cue for sets 8 million hands or whatever it is now. Brutal. Brutal. And then we had aces all in against ace king once. We lost that one. Or we had ace king all in against aces once. So that one, yeah. That one sucks. Yeah. Nothing you can do about that stuff though. You just have to take it. You just have to take it. So there you go. That's the. I don't know. I don't really see an edge in these games. I honestly can't see one. Just can't see one. Been saying that the whole time. I don't know where your edge comes from. It's just a bunch of coolers. Like people just have the nuts. It's just big hands run into big hands, and every other pot's small. It seems like. But maybe just not running the best overall. I don't know. You know, a lot of these 3-bet pots with ace king, where I'm the 3-better, you just end up getting these 6, 7, 8 flops over and over again. No value when you have it. Typically, a lot of even that ace queen hand like that. That should be a bigger pot than what it was. We got 2 streets with ace king because he checked the flop. In a 3-bet pot with ace, he 3-bet the button. 3-bets pre-flop. 3-bet pre-flop. Checks this flop with ace queen, which maybe sometimes it happens. I don't know. Probably not that much. Given he's got a bunch of other aces to check, and I 4-bet ace king a good amount. So we should have got at least I mean, honestly, ace queen can probably go 3 streets, can it not? Given I 4-bet ace king at a good clip. I mean, I have ace jack suited, ace 10 suited at least, you know. Maybe that exact river, I mean, he blocked ace 5 of hearts. Maybe that exact river wouldn't be ideal, but say the river is not the 5 of spades, say it's the 4 of spades, or deuce of spades. He does lose to the one, actually, he doesn't even lose to that, does he? He blocks ace 5 of hearts, can't have ace 5 of clubs, can't have ace 5 of spades, so he loses one combo of ace 5 of diamonds, ace king, all the ace queen, ace jack suited, ace 10 suited. I don't know. I'd rather check ace jack than ace queen on flop, I think. And people are very passive though, so don't try and think about what they're doing. I don't know, maybe it does check sometimes. Can't see it being that often though. Anyway. Another bad session. Another bad session. Lost, how much this time? Lost $53. The last last 4 sessions in a row are all losers. Lost 34, 180, 15, and now 53. Respectively. And running above EV still. Figure that one out. No idea how. If this is running good, then I don't know. I don't know how, I don't know how you win, honestly. Game's too tough. I think that's what it must be. Games is just, I can't see the edge because it doesn't exist, because I don't know what I'm doing in a lot of these spots, a lot of these barrel spots and stuff. I don't know. So, anyway. Let's see. See if I can bring this over. I don't know if I can, but I can. Alright. This one was particularly... A lot of weird stuff happened in that one, I think. Tilted maybe, I don't know. Get 3-bet call, get this flop, call, that turn. Yeah, probably just fold here. With these jacks, blocking jack of clubs and jack of spades. But his stats got me to call. I just thought, I'm not folding jacks, queens of any suit to this guy. 27, 21, 15. Pretty aggressive just overall. But he just has aces. So should fold that one, I think. But the guy got me to call. His image got me to call. Ace, king. No real history with this guy. We get it in against kings and lose. Nothing you can do there. Ace 5 suited. Here's one of the bluffs that I made that I 4-bet. He calls. King 4-10. We bet small. Turn. That. I decide to check. Brick river. We decide to shove. He calls. I mean, maybe I never have it here. I don't know. But I think I could play king queen this way easily. He had king queen suited though. So I don't know about that one. That's good. I just have no bluffs on that river. Like they don't exist. 4-bet. We get ace king suited in. Lose to 7-6. That's whatever. Queens. 3-bet. Get 4-bet call. Get this flop. Check, check. And I decide to call river. Just has aces again. I think I played that as passively as you can play queens other than folding river. There's no way to play it more passively other than to fold pre-flop, really. Queen 10 suited. We bet flop. Don't 3-bet this that much anyway. We bet turn, get shoved on, fold. Another guy with the nuts. Surprise, surprise. Ace, king of spades. Overcall. Bet. Get raised on the flop, which is weird. We call. Call turn. Fold river. Another guy with the nuts, probably somehow. Maybe quads even there. Another pocket queens. What do we got here? We got a 3-bet pot. We get an ace high board. Decide to bet it this time. Get a call. Call turn. Blocking ace queen I thought was good. And we just fold river. Call it what you will. Good, bad, or indifferent. That's what we did. Pocket nines. We get this flop. We call. That turn we bet. I don't know about my sizing here, in all honesty. Check, check. It just says ace jack. The check calls turn, as you do. These guys just don't really miss. All the big hands of them just having the nuts, basically. 4-bet ace king. Get the small 5-bet, and I decide I'm not going to go with ace king this time. So that's my big pots for that session. Let's look at some of the biggest wins. Look at biggest wins is pretty small list compared to biggest losses. King jack. Bet flop, get raised, call, turn queen, not ideal, but king jack's not going to fold. 10 river. He had a set here. He was a victim of the 4 straight. I think I standard on my behalf. Like I don't see how else you play that. Got lucky though. Ace queen. We 4-bet, get called, flop this, bet, call, turn, bet small, he folds, so that's whatever. These are my biggest wins for this. So there's not going to be one time other than that king. That wasn't even, I didn't win a stack this session. Okay. It's quite a long, it was quite many hands too. Pocket nines, bet, call, turn 7 of clubs, check, check. River ace, check, bet. But yeah, end up calling, you had king 10. Yeah. What's this one? Ace 5 suited. Call. He decided to just shove river. He folds. Maybe that's not good, but it's pretty tilted this session, not gonna lie. Bet, big size, call, turn 3, bet again, fold. Alright. These are my big wins. Hard to believe that it can be this lopsided, but it can. We flop top set though. Get a call. Bet small on turn. No call on river. So that's that session. What happened? Let's look at one of my winning sessions and see how many looks like queens we won twice there. I think this was a flip where we won twice, I think. Yep. So we did win twice there. Aces. What happened in this one? Did we get this in pre-flop? Looks like it. He had queens. That's nice. So we got one there. I'm just going to look at the aces. We got another aces here. Not all in pre-flop. Alright. Yep. Just checked this down to the river and got called by pocket nines. So that's not really a aces all in cooler. How do you see the all ins? Doesn't say all in pre-flop, but I wonder if I can filter for that. I'd like to just see how we're doing. Probably not as bad. It's never as bad as you think. It's just win rates are small these days, and it's hard to win. It's as simple as that. The players are too good. I think I can filter for just all in pre-flop. So just see how it'll just be a fun kind of thing to look at. Where do we action? I think we go to action. Pre-flop. Where is it? I'm pretty sure it's here somewhere. I don't think that's all the all-ins. I don't think. Is it? Maybe it is. Pre-flop. All in. I think this is all ins here. So I mean we're winning in all ins. This one here. We're winning in all ins, just not winning about half of the all ins at 50-0 or 25-0. Winning 499.90, supposed to win almost 1,000. Only 200 all ins though. Winning at half. This one winning not very many. This one we've only been in 9 times, so that doesn't matter. These don't matter, but or no, EV, I guess we're actually EV. Yeah, no, that's BB per 100. So we're running about at EV, roughly, in the all-ins. Yep, about at EV. What does that mean, though? Does that mean... I don't know. That doesn't account for running into it, though, right? I think that's why it's probably at EV, is because... I mean, it doesn't matter anyway, but... doesn't really tell you a whole lot. Other than, I wish I could see the hands. I don't know how you do that, but Ah, show hands. Ah, that's how you do it. Right. So, yeah. So maybe how did we get all in with A7? That must have been a tiny pot. Yeah. Biggest losses. It's obviously going to be just a bunch of coolers. Pretty much. Biggest wins going to be the same thing. Bunch of coolers, aces, kings. I wonder if there's a way to show. Oh, there is a way. We can do this by hole cards. Aces. Why? Doing pretty good with aces. Running slightly below, but not terrible. So we got aces all in 27 times pre-flop at 25-0. I've not had aces all in pre-flop doing the daily leaderboard other than one time. So out of 15,000 hands at the leaderboard, we've been all in with aces once. 27 times this year we've been all in at 25-0. How often have we been all in with kings? 34 times, and a bunch of other times at the other stakes, so more with kings. And those are the ones we go with, no matter what. And with ace king, we've been all in slightly less because we don't always get it all in with ace king. So not doing too well with ace king, running slightly below, but 68 times we've got it all in at 25-0. Yeah. And that's just because I don't get it in 100% of the time. So we've got ace king all in 60 odd times. I don't know how many of those would have been versus aces, but yeah. That's a lot of times to get ace king all in. 68 versus 27 with aces. I don't know if there's, I mean, ace king is more likely to get in because there's more combos, but only getting aces in 26 times out of, that doesn't seem like very much. King's in 34 times. Running well with them though, somehow. Doesn't seem like it, but I mean the numbers don't lie. We're running above EV with aces and kings at 25-0. 61 times combined we've got them in. Running hot. We're running good. This is running good. Just wanted to see, what are we on here? Tens, so we lost a flip there. Against kings. So one ace king versus kings. Pocket eights. 7-6. Where's the run hot again? Kings, so that's 2 against kings. Ace king versus ace king. So 2 against kings. Queens. Ace queen, we lost that one. Queens again. Ace king versus ace king, we lose. Aces, that's 3. I don't know how many of these will be against aces or against kings, but queens, against queens a lot. It should be a good thing though, right? Jacks. Ace king. Queens again. I don't know. Maybe not. It doesn't look that bad, really. Just, I don't know. I don't know. I don't really even know what I'm looking for here. That was just all in pre-flop, so that's how we're doing. 1.9 BB adjusted, 80,000 hands. Oh, that's just ridiculous. That's so bad. In a pool of these kind of players, how does that happen? Oh, 80,000 hands, but you go all time, it's no better. It's no better. It's, I think, yeah, 1.4 adjusted. Same as that anti-GTO guy. Got the same win rate, 427,000 hands. Oh, I can't handle the variance, I don't think. Gotta look at it again real quick before I get started on my, well, I don't start now, but let's just say 4, and you go like 90, and we go 427, 1, 2, 3. 95% of the time you'll fall within this region. 1.25 BB to 7 BB, basically. Yeah. And it can get worse than that. You can run in the bottom 5%, which is, you know, slightly worse. This underestimates variance according to the thing. Underestimates the whole thing. So not on the top end, we can say that for sure. We're not in the upper percentiles of things. But you know, I think it's mostly it's not so much the pre-flop stuff that I have trouble with. I don't really have trouble with that, because I think that will even out over time. Even if we're not getting aces all in as much as we're against aces, eventually you will. It's the board, it's the runoffs and the coolers that don't even out. It's the sets and 3-bet pots that you see 6 or 7 a day for a week, and you make 2. That's the problem. And I'm gonna make less, because I don't have 100% of pairs in all spots. It's that kind of stuff, I think. I don't know. Having to give up on a lot of pots. You see bet, you open whatever small blind, it comes 10, 6, 3, you bet, say 10, 6, 3, you have jack 8 of hearts, and there's 1 heart on the board, comes 10, 6, 3, you bet, turn pairs to 10. What do you do? Probably have to give up with that hand. Blocking the 8's not good. It's just a lot of that stuff that happens too in the run of a session, run of a day. Tons of those where there's, half the deck is good for your hand to barrel, and you just can't find, you can't find it. You get the 10 pair. Or same thing, you flop a flush draw. You have whatever, king 5 of spades on a 10 high board with 2 spades. Deuce 3, 10, we'll say. Turn pairs to 10. You can't really, I mean, you can barrel that one, but you're not going to be thrilled about it. Having the 5 is not, you just always seems like you have the worst possible scenario. Then with your value hands, it's worst possible run out. You can't hand pick a worse. Oh, it's just brutal. Just letting it's like that over and over and over and over again. Then you do get one where you've coolered someone and they played it in a way that You know, I think I had at least 3 hands in this mini session where you don't even win a quarter of it. Well, maybe quarter. Maybe quarter to like 40% of what they would win against me. Because if I have, I can tell you this much, if I have ace queen in a 3-bet pot, the top 2 pair on, say, ace queen 6, 9, deuce. I mean, I'm going to be playing that for all the chips. I'm going to try to. So, just a lot of stuff not going right. A lot of stuff. But once you get into the bigger winners, like 5, it starts to become less and less likely that you're running bad. But there's still that 5%. You're still going to have 5% of runs over the sample that are not within this. I don't think it's possible to get 5 big blinds the way with what's going on. I don't think you could do it. I don't see how. I've racked my brain trying to think about it. What spots would people play differently? What would you do with? What would you do with? What would you do in some of these spots? What would you do here differently? Let's say. What? Call with 6s because we're deeper. Raise, get re-raised. Call, turn queen. Not really that concerned about it. Ace Jack shouldn't really be doing this. Jack 9 could do this, but events we call river ace. What do you do? What do you do on this river? Like, he still doesn't have that much Jack X, right? Queen Jack would that do this? I don't know. Did I fold? Oh no, I raised. Oh, I raised trying to make him fold a set. I raised trying because that's exactly what was going through my mind on river. Is I can vaguely remember this hand. I don't know when it was played. It was played last year sometime. I vaguely remember thinking. I mean, a jack is not a bluff. If we have a jack, we've got the nuts. But I remember thinking, how does he have a jack here? And how do I have a bluff? How can I possibly have a bluff here? Nobody is bluffing this spot in a million years in these games. It's just not happening. I don't know. I thought maybe with the bet size on river, he has pocket 10s, pocket kings, aces. What did he have? We shove. He calls. He did have kings, but he didn't fold the set. He didn't fold it. So that's probably not good on my behalf. It's probably good that I recognize that I don't have the best hand. Like, it's kind of obvious, I think, that you're... But is the play on river... I mean, what does he got to call? He's got to call... I mean, he's got to put in 130 blinds. It's not a tiny amount. 130 blinds is not an insignificant amount to have to put in. Yeah, I remember this. I just don't have bluffs. I'd have, what do I call with pre-flop? And it doesn't matter that I don't have bluffs, but what can I be bluffing with? I would have to turn, like, what happened on the flop again? And when I raised, he re-raises. I'd have to have king 10 suited somehow to have a bluff here, or jack queen suited somehow, which jack queen has a nuts on river. So how do I have a bluff? You just can't really have one. It's really hard. I'm not saying 6s is theoretically correct to bluff with, but I wouldn't have been happy in his spot. I can promise you that. So set over set that I bluffed with, which is a bizarre, it's kind of a bizarre hand, but I like to bluff deep sometimes. I didn't think I didn't think he ever had 2 pair. I thought he had sets only, which he did. Ace, queen. What happened here? Pre-flop. What happened here? When open, he calls. Oh, this one. Oh, this one's hilarious. We played this one not that long ago. I remember this. I think. Yeah, donk, pot, call. Jack of diamonds turn, overbet, donk, shove, call, king, jack. That's pretty funny, that one. Ace, king. Cold 4-bet. Call. We bet this time. Not always going to do this. He calls. We bet again. Planning on ripping a spade, I guess. He calls. We do rip the spade. He calls with jack 9. I don't know. This is very rare. I don't do this very often. Like this. Yeah. Bluff more. So that's what I'm doing wrong. Not bluffing enough. But just getting fucking snap called in all these spots. What the hell? Queen 10. What happened here? Keep pressing the button without watching. 3-bet. Call. Bet. Call. Bet. Blocking pocket 10s. Blocking pocket queens deep, I think is good. Jack river. He leads. I decide to rip it. Why did I do this? Man, I don't remember this one. What was I thinking here? I think I was thinking that I must have been thinking blocking queens was good. Because I wouldn't do this with the river jack, so having that blocker is totally irrelevant. I guess I could do this with like a 9 somehow. But I doubt it because I doubt on turn I do this with a 9, but I might sometimes. River. Yeah, just leveraging the deep stacks again. He's got to call 130 blinds or more. Which he does with pocket 8s. So, I mean, is that a bad bluff? I don't know. Pocket 8s, bet calls river. I'm just a bad player. Getting fucking super used here. That's what's happening. That's 3 bluffs. 3 of my biggest pots were all bluffs. I think. Yeah, 4 of them, actually. This one. King, queen. Flop a king. Bet. Call. Turn 6. Bet again. Call. River 10. Bet again. A little bit thin. A little bit thin. He decides to raise. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. When did this... Yeah, I just played this not long ago. I don't remember this hand, though. But this is... I'm going to bluff again, I'm pretty sure. I'm not going to call here. Yep. Put it in. I'm the only one who can have jack, queen. This might be bad because we want to be blocking... But I don't see how I ever have... How do I block a 7 or an 8 here? I guess I could have something like ace 8. Would be a better one to do this with. But... Yeah, and blocking the 2 pairs I thought was good this time, but... He just has 7-8. So maybe blocking the... And I thought 7-8 would raise turn sometimes, is what I was thinking on river there. So I gave him less 7-8 than maybe I should have. I put him mostly on a hand like king 10, 9-10. That might not be good though. I think I probably should bluff ace7, ace 8 of spades if I'm going to reshove. But I thought, in the moment, I thought blocking the king 10 was good. Which, I mean, it is, obviously. But we kind of want him to have king 10, don't we? Because he's not bluffing. So, maybe a little out of line there. That one. A little out of line, I think. Maybe bluff with the 7. I like the thinking, but I don't like the exact hand choice. Let's say it that way. King 10, bet, call, turn 5, check, bet, call, river 9, check, bet. Oh, we call. Okay, so I guess I'm thinking here king 10 is better than ace king in this situation. King queen and king 10 are better. We block queen 10. Would he jam ace king? Maybe. I don't know. Queen 10, he just has the nuts. So, again, kind of the right idea, but is he going to have enough bluffs? Probably not. But I can see that. I mean, you can explain why I'm doing these things. Like, there's some reason to it. It's not total... How the fuck do we lose this one? Is this a losing? Oh, just top full house versus quads. Okay. At least it wasn't a bluff that time. Ace jack suited. Bet. Bet. Shove. He just flop full house. So that should be relatively unlikely. I thought turn, I figure he has enough ace high with a spade. It's better than ace jack, ace queen, ace king with a spade. That this would be alright. I doubt he check calls that many flush draws on flop. That was the thinking, but we just run into the nuts. There's not much you can do. I don't know if that's good or bad, but I did it. Bet, call, turn deuce, bet, call, river 3, we shove. He calls with pocket 8s, flop quads against flush. This one's extra brutal because there's not even 3 sets to have. There's only 4 combos. You lose 2 really. In this case, there's no 7-8 suited, or it's not 7 of clubs, 8 of clubs, whatever. That one's brutal, and it's also brutal, extra brutal, when you have ace 5 of clubs instead of, say, ace king of clubs, because we unblock all the king queen of clubs, king jack. Like if you have the king of clubs, you block king 10, king jack, king queen of clubs. When you have the 5, it's way better. Like, this is a pretty ideal spot, really, of the flush to have. Ace 5 is the absolute best one because you unblock all the flushes he can have. So I'll chalk that up to a cooler, I guess. Aces, bet, call. A lot of these are deep pots too. Bet, call. I mean, you can't get a better river than that. That's just the nut. The nut runoff. Problem is, he just turns a set. Bet. How does this one end up in a big pot? Bet. Raise. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Call. Jack. Oh. Yeah. I kind of vaguely remember this one. And I don't call river. But I don't think this happens. I remember thinking after I did it, it's like, oh, don't do it with this hand. But the problem is, I don't really have, like, what do you do with the 3 on the turn? Say you're blocking a 3. I guess 5-3 is the hand I should bluff with. I should bluff with 5-3 or king 3 also. But you shouldn't bluff with king 8. It's too much. He just has pocket 5s anyway, so overcooking it there a bit. I like the idea of bluffing, but I don't like the idea of bluffing with that hand. Get ace king all in against aces. All right. 4-bet ace 10 suited. Get this flop. Bet. Call. Turn king. Bet. Call. River 8. Shove. Call. King queen. Easy game. Pocket 6s. Flop a set. Raise. Call. 4 diamonds. Not great. Just bet large. Call. 9 of hearts. River. We bet 31. He raises. And I call for some reason. That's bad. That's bad. That'll be tilt. I'll tell you exactly what this is. This is 4 of diamonds again. So we're already pissed off at the turn. And then it's like, no, I'm not folding set. So that's just bad play. You can't really blame that on variance. Well, you can blame it on the fact that he made a flush, but I mean, it's just bad play. Bad play. Check call. Check shove. Yeah, I mean this was against a total whale, so I don't mind that one as much when he could have anything. Still thin though, obviously. Rip it in. Get called by aces. Okay. Run into nines. It rivers 9. Set over set. That's nice. So a lot of my bad plays can be explained by... What happened here? I bet you call it. It's a 4-bet pot. Oh, I decided to just shove turn. Yeah. That's fine, I think. Yeah, a lot of my bad plays can be explained. The times where I can be explained solely from tilt alone. So, anyway, I guess that's the end. It's not running hot. I have to accept it. Playing bad too, making some bad plays when you're tilted. I think in my right mind, I'm still going to make bad plays. Some of these bluffs aren't great. That King 8 one's not very good. The other ones, I don't know. But anyway, you got to not tilt. That's all there is to it.